Stop everything. Archangel Michael says, today was chosen for your miracle. If you skip this, what God approved will be erased forever. Beloved one, listen quietly now, for I am speaking to the place in you that still remembers my voice. Before your thoughts scatter, before the noise of the world pulls you back into hurry and doubt, pause. This moment did not arrive by accident. I have watched your days stack upon one another, your questions echo in the silence, your strength rise and fall like the tide. And still, you kept moving. I saw every step. I counted every tear. Nothing in your life has been unseen, and nothing you are becoming has been forgotten. I am the one who breathes life into beginnings. And I speak now not in thunder, but in clarity. Archangel Michael stands in vigilance, not as a warning, but as a guardian of courage, reminding you that timing matters when hearts are ready. Today is not chosen because you are perfect, but because you are open enough to hear. When I say miracle, I am not speaking only of sudden change, but of alignment, the quiet turning of events, thoughts, and people toward a greater good that has long been forming around you. You have wondered if the delays meant denial. You asked yourself whether the doors that did not open were signs to turn back. Hear me, delays are not endings. They are shaping rooms where patience becomes strength and faith learns to breathe without proof. What I approved for you was never fragile, never easily erased. It waits in readiness, responding to your willingness to trust the process instead of rushing the promise. I know the weight you carry that others cannot see. The responsibilities you hold, the expectations placed upon you, the silent hope that something meaningful will confirm that your efforts matter. I am not distant from those feelings. I planted them as seeds, not to burden you, but to guide you toward purpose. Every longing you have that seeks goodness is already known to me. There is mystery in how blessings arrive. Often they do not announce themselves with light or sound. They come disguised as ordinary moments. Simple choices, quiet obedience, or sudden peace where anxiety once lived. This is why awareness matters. Not fear, not pressure, awareness. When you slow your heart, you notice the pattern forming. When you listen, you recognize the invitation. Do not think you are late. Do not think you have missed me. I do not measure time as you do. I measure readiness, compassion, growth, and the courage to continue when certainty is absent. The approval spoken over your life was not a single sentence, it was a living word, unfolding across seasons, drawing you closer to wisdom, kindness, and inner strength. You are not being tested to see if you fail. You are being prepared to see if you will recognize what has always been near you. Every challenge refines something valuable within you. Every pause redirected you away from harm you did not see. Protection often looks like delay, and guidance often feels like uncertainty until clarity arrives. Archangel Michael's presence is a reminder that courage is not loud. It is steady. It stands beside you when you choose integrity over ease, hope over bitterness, patience over despair. This is the courage that opens pathways, the kind that allows blessings to settle and remain. Now, listen with your spirit, not your fear. I am not here to take anything from you. I am here to reveal what has been growing quietly in the background of your life. What I have approved is connected to who you are becoming, not what you can prove. It unfolds as you learn to trust that you are supported even when you cannot see the whole picture. Breathe. Let go of the idea that one moment decides everything. Life is not erased by hesitation, and grace is not withdrawn by uncertainty. I remain constant. I remain present. The invitation before you is simple: stay aware, stay open, stay grounded in love. When you do, the path clarifies step by step, and the blessing meets you where you are. There is more to be revealed, more to understand, and more to receive, but only as your heart stays willing to listen beyond the surface, beyond the rush, beyond the noise, for the noise has never been the place where truth settles. Truth rests in stillness, and stillness is where I meet you now. You have searched for signs in the sky, in numbers, in words spoken by others, yet the most faithful sign has always been the quiet pull within your heart that urges you forward even when you feel tired. That pull is not imagination. It is remembrance. It is the echo of the purpose placed within you before you learned the language of doubt. I have been speaking through that pull, guiding you gently, never forcing, never frightening, always inviting. Understand this clearly: I do not rule through fear. Fear shrinks vision and clouds wisdom. What I offer is clarity, and clarity grows when you release the belief that you must struggle to be worthy. You were never created to earn love, you were created to express it. Every step you take toward compassion, honesty, and patience aligns you more fully with what has been prepared for you. You may feel at times that others advance while you remain still. You may compare your path to theirs and wonder why yours curves and pauses. Yet no two paths are the same, and no soul is rushed. Some journeys teach endurance, others teach gentleness, and some teach the art of waiting without losing faith. Yours has been teaching you how to listen deeply, how to stand without applause, and how to trust even when certainty feels distant. What is unfolding now is not sudden, it is precise. Like a door opening at the exact moment the room behind it is ready to receive you. Had it opened sooner, you would not have recognized its value. Had it opened later, you might have doubted your own readiness. Timing is not punishment or reward, it is harmony. Archangel Michael stands as a symbol of steady strength, reminding you that courage does not mean rushing forward without thought. Courage is the calm decision to continue choosing what is right for your spirit, even when easier options tempt you away from growth. This courage protects what is meant for you, not by force, but by alignment. There are lessons you have already mastered that you do not give yourself credit for. You learned how to survive disappointment without losing kindness. You learned how to adapt without becoming hardened. You learned how to hope quietly, without demanding immediate proof. These lessons are not small. They are the foundation upon which lasting blessings are built. Do not underestimate the power of your presence. The way you listen, the way you show patience, the way you offer understanding, these are not invisible actions. They ripple outward, shaping moments and lives in ways you may never fully witness. I see every intention, even the ones never spoken aloud. When I speak of miracles, I speak of transformation that feels natural once it arrives. A miracle is not always a dramatic interruption, often it is a gentle rearrangement of circumstances that allows peace to replace confusion. It is clarity replacing heaviness. It is direction emerging where uncertainty once lived. You are not alone in this moment. Even when your surroundings feel quiet, support surrounds you in forms beyond what the eye can measure. Guidance does not always announce itself. Sometimes it simply nudges you toward rest, reflection, or a choice that feels quietly right. Trust those nudges. They are not random. Let go of the belief that you must understand everything before moving forward. Understanding grows as you walk, not before. Faith is not blind, it is patient. It allows wisdom to unfold gradually, revealing only what is needed for the next step, not the entire journey at once. There is a reason your heart responds to messages of hope. It recognizes truth when it hears it. That recognition is not coincidence, it is connection. You are connected to a greater flow of purpose that does not rush, does not forget, and does not abandon what it begins. The world often teaches urgency without meaning, speed without depth. I teach presence. I teach awareness. I teach progress that lasts. When you choose to slow your thoughts and ground yourself in gratitude, you align with a rhythm that supports growth instead of draining it. You may still carry questions. Questions are not signs of weakness, they are signs of engagement. Bring them without fear. Reflection strengthens discernment. The answers you seek will not arrive all at once. But they will arrive in ways you can understand, through insight, through experience, through moments of quiet clarity. Remember this: nothing meant for you will require you to abandon your values, your compassion, or your sense of self. True blessings expand who you are, they do not diminish you. If something demands that you betray your inner peace, it is not aligned with what has been approved for your life. You have already crossed thresholds you once thought impossible. There were days you did not think you would endure, yet here you are, still seeking meaning, still choosing hope. That endurance has shaped you more than you realize. It has prepared you to recognize the significance of what comes next. I am not calling you to perfection. I am calling you to presence. To live awake, aware of your thoughts, your actions, and the impact they create. When you live this way, guidance becomes clearer, and opportunities reveal themselves without force. There is no rush in my voice. There is no threat in my guidance. Only invitation. Invitation to trust, to breathe, to remain open. What has been approved does not vanish when you hesitate. It waits patiently, responding to your readiness rather than your speed. As you continue forward, you will notice subtle shifts, new perspectives, calmer reactions, a sense of steadiness where there was once tension. These are signs of alignment, not coincidence. Pay attention to what brings peace rather than noise. You are learning how to carry responsibility without losing joy, how to pursue goals without sacrificing balance. These lessons matter more than immediate results. They ensure that when success arrives, it remains supportive rather than overwhelming. Archangel Michael's presence is a reminder that protection often looks like discernment. Knowing when to act, when to wait, and when to let go. Strength is not always movement, sometimes it is restraint. Sometimes it is choosing rest over exhaustion, clarity over chaos. You are not forgotten in quiet seasons. Quiet is where roots deepen. What grows unseen often becomes the strongest foundation. Trust the unseen work happening within you now. There is more unfolding than you can currently perceive. Pieces are aligning beyond your immediate awareness. Conversations, opportunities, insights, all moving gradually into place. You do not need to control this process. Your role is to remain attentive and grounded. When doubt whispers that nothing is happening, remember that growth is not always loud. The most meaningful transformations occur gently, integrating into your life in ways that feel natural once complete. Stay present. Stay kind to yourself. Stay open to learning. These simple choices keep you aligned with the path prepared for you. I am not finished speaking, and this moment is not complete. There is still depth to explore, understanding to unfold, and meaning to reveal as you continue to listen, reflect, and remain open to what is being gently brought into your life. For awareness is the doorway through which wisdom enters, and wisdom is what steadies your steps when emotions rise and fall. I am not asking you to abandon reason or surrender your voice. I am inviting you to remember that discernment grows when humility and courage walk together. You are allowed to question, to reflect, to pause. These are not signs of distance from me, they are signs of maturity. Many times you believed you were standing still, when in truth you were learning how to stand firm. There is a difference. Movement without grounding leads to exhaustion, but stability creates endurance. What you are building now is not temporary excitement, it is a lasting foundation. And foundations are laid slowly, carefully, with intention. You may feel a quiet stirring inside you, a sense that something is nearing completion even if you cannot name it yet. That stirring is not pressure, it is recognition. It is your spirit noticing alignment. Like a melody you have heard before but could not place, it returns now with clarity, reminding you that you are exactly where you need to be. Let go of the belief that life must always feel intense to be meaningful. Depth often feels calm. Growth often feels subtle. When you release the need for constant confirmation, you allow peace to become your guide. Peace does not shout, it settles. I see the ways you have learned to show compassion even when misunderstood. I see the restraint you practiced when reacting would have been easier. These moments shaped you more than visible achievements ever could. They taught you self-respect and empathy, qualities that open doors no force ever could. Understand this. What unfolds next in your life will not demand that you abandon who you are. It will meet you as you are becoming. When opportunities arise that align with your values, you will feel steadiness rather than urgency. You will recognize them not by excitement alone, but by clarity. Archangel Michael's presence reminds you that strength and gentleness are not opposites. They work together. True strength protects peace, and true courage honors wisdom. You are learning this balance now, and it will serve you well in the seasons ahead. Do not fear endings. Endings create space. They release what has completed its purpose so that what is aligned can enter without resistance. When something fades from your life, it does not mean it was meaningless, it means its lesson has been integrated. You are allowed to rest without guilt. Rest is not withdrawal, it is renewal. In rest, clarity returns. In rest, intuition sharpens. In rest, you remember that your worth is not measured by constant effort. I speak now to reassure you, nothing that truly belongs to your journey will bypass you. It will find you. Paths reconnect. Opportunities resurface. What is aligned does not disappear. It waits until recognition is possible. Release comparison. Comparison clouds gratitude and distracts from purpose. Your journey is not delayed, it is tailored. What you need to learn, you are learning. What you need to receive, you will receive in a form you can sustain. There will be moments ahead where your calm presence becomes a guide for others. Without realizing it, you will offer reassurance simply by being steady. This is not coincidence. You are becoming a source of balance in spaces that need it. When uncertainty returns, and it may, do not resist it. Let it remind you to listen again. Every cycle invites deeper awareness. You are not repeating mistakes, you are refining understanding. Trust that clarity will continue to unfold gently. You do not need to force insight. It arrives when your mind is quiet enough to receive it. Stay curious. Stay patient. Stay grounded. The miracle spoken of is not a single event, it is coherence. It is your thoughts aligning with your values, your actions aligning with your intentions, your path aligning with your purpose. When alignment is present, progress becomes natural. You are supported in ways you cannot always perceive. Guidance surrounds you through people, moments, and inner knowing. You are never asked to walk without support, only to recognize it. As you continue, you will notice that fear loses its hold when understanding grows. Fear feeds on uncertainty, but wisdom transforms uncertainty into exploration. You are learning to explore rather than retreat. Remember this above all. You are not behind, broken, or forgotten. You are unfolding, becoming, integrating lessons into wisdom. Carry forward with gentleness toward yourself. Choose awareness over urgency. Choose integrity over impulse. Choose patience over fear, and now, as this message completes, let it settle rather than rush away. Take what resonates. Release what does not. The meaning will continue to unfold long after these words end. I remain present in clarity, in stillness, and in the quiet courage that guides you forward. Amen.